at the Coach's Gardens in East Northport. Just a couple questions for you today, Coach, because you've answered everything that I've ever asked. But you grow daylilies. Say you have 50 or more plants. Every morning your yard is different.
Well, for sure.
Because they only bloom one day.
Because each flower is good for one day. For example, let's look at Wake Up America, hybridized by Bob Schwartz, by the way, who was the producer of the Ed Sullivan Show.
Wow.
A friend of mine. And the first director of Sesame Street.
Really?
Ed,
Wow.
who is a brilliant man, and one of his passions is breeding daylilies. For example, this is today's, and that there was what it looked like. But that is today after 24 hours.
Right.
I mean, each flower, that's why they're called hemerocallis, which means beauty for a day.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean it's gone.
No.
Because on every flower stalk, there are many, 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 many buds.
Right.
And this one will be gone tomorrow, but that one there will open up to take its place.
Right.
Very simple.
And also, we're seeing flowers that aren't in bloom, so we're just really beginning the peak now.
Yeah, we're not near peak.
We're not near peak,
say
right.
we got maybe 30%, 35%.
Right.
I would assume, what's today, July 3?
Right.
So I would say by July 13th, we will be at peak.
Peak.
I think I've got a garden tour coming here on the 13th and the 14th.
Right.
Or at least during that week.
Okay.
A bunch of people are
when
coming.
it's at peak. And then there's some that bloom, like you were saying, late July, early August.
There are plenty that are late. Here is, for example, Sandra's Smile is what we call a mid-late.
Right.
And then there are, for example, true lates.
Okay.
And then on the other side of the house, I've got ones that are very late. They haven't even, scapes haven't even shown up yet.
Right.
I mean, if you're lucky or if you're smart, which I am not, you plant different varieties of daylilies from the very early, which we call EE, extra early, to the VLs, the very late, so that you get bloom throughout the garden.
Right.
Throughout the season.
Right.
Of course, you can't depend on what's known as rebloom.
Right.
Because Long Island it's difficult. We do not have the kind of conditions that they have in the South.
But we do get reblooms.
We do get, and I do. Because,
and we still don't know why.
Well, we do know why.
Okay.
Because the daylilies genetically are predisposed to rebloom.
Okay.
But they need certain environmental conditions.
Tell us what those are.
Well, the most important thing is water.
So extra water.
And extra water, good heat, which we can't often supply.
Right.
Will allow you to have rebloom, and of course, certain daylilies are genetically really predisposed to rebloom. There are daylilies that I know rebloom constantly.
Right.
There's one on the other side, can't remember the name of it right now, Awesome Candy by Pat Stamil. I normally get three sets of scapes in the summertime.
Wow.
Without any extra water. It always gives me at least three sets of scapes.
Now, for people growing daylilies, I remember when you started me over 20 years ago, you said, do you have tiger lilies? I said, yes. You said, what do you do to them? I said, nothing. And he said, that's what will happen with daylilies. They'll grow. But if you give them water, you give them fertilizer like horse manure, they're gonna proliferate. They're gonna go
explode, and they'll increase.
Right.
And do very, very well.
Right, right.
So you don't have to.
No.
But if you really want, I mean, listen. Could you have a child and don't send them to soccer camp and don't give them extra help after school and don't do this and don't do that? They'll still do okay.
Right.
But if you spend money on the kid and you give them guitar lessons and skateboard lessons, you're thinking of my grandson here.
Yeah, I'm thinking of him
all
too.
All kinds of everything else, and tennis lessons and lacrosse lessons and swimming lessons and summer camps, they will do extremely well. And you met my grandson.
I met your grandson.
So you know what I'm talking
and
about.
he saw my guitar. I played something. And he goes, I put it in his hands, and he starts playing it. And he was intense. And he said, I'm playing Green Eyed Girl. and he was. Right? No, it's great. I really enjoyed. We just finished.
I spoke to him this morning, or FaceTime with him this morning.
I could spend a day with him. I mean, he's interesting.
Yeah. Spend a day with him, you will sleep real well that night. I can tell you that.
Well, thanks, Coach.
Boundless energy.
Oh, he's full, and he
full
wanted to know everything. He wanted to know everything. You were at the
Bet.
church.
Oh, he's very inquisitive.
Yes, filming. I don't think I've ever taken a child down in the baptistry. He wanted to see. You want to go down? Yeah, let's
He
go
wants
down.
everything. He wants to
You
know
want to
about
learn
everything. I
how
mean,
it's
he's got a naturally inquisitive nature, I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, that reminds me of his grandfather.
Well, sort of.
All
I
right.
think he's heads and shoulders above me. His math skills are
Oh, that's
ridiculous.
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
His ability to spell.
I asked him what the tallest building in the world was. He not only told me where it was, he told me the name of it.
Really?
In Dubai, and I don't even know the
It's
name.
true. It's Dubai, been there. So he knows lots of stuff.
That's great.
I asked him, I think I was there, what's the most populous country on the planet?
Yeah,
Grandpa, that's easy. It's China.
China.
Oh, yeah, what's the second most populous country on the planet? India.
Yeah. Well, you went through 4 states.
Oh, yeah.
You got them right.
What state in this country has the most people? California. Oh, yeah, what's next? Texas. Then after Texas, Florida.
Yeah, and then you said, "What's fourth?" He goes, "Right here."
Oh, is that what he said?
Thanks, Coach. Thanks so much.
Oh, my pleasure, Larry.